Good evening, everyone, and welcome to another episode of the Hammer Guy Plays. Well, tonight we're going to be playing some Asphalt Legends, and it's actually quite weird for the season to basically, uh, the season and the week to basically start on a Tuesday. Though, of course, I've seen a little bit worse, but that doesn't really matter. So we're gonna get started soon. I am a little bit late to the party, unfortunately. I'm like several hours away from tomorrow. So there's that. Anyway, doesn't matter. We're gonna get to that in a bit. Hopefully, you can. Uh, hopefully, I can get started soon. But as usual, I'm gonna be doing my usual announcements uh, on my announcement channels like Twitter and Gang. So we're gonna do that right now. So anyway, I'll be back. All right. So unfortunately, nothing is really happening right now. So I'm just gonna get started. Okay. Okay. So good evening, everyone, and welcome to another episode of the Hammer Guy Plays. Tonight, we're going to be playing some Asphalt Legends once again. And strangely enough, there's quite a lot of things that are happening right now. So Gauntlet is still happening. I mean, I did stream like approximately 5 days ago. So there's that. Yeah, I streamed like 5 days ago. Uh, a new multiplayer started like today, and surprisingly, the multiplayer did not start like um the new multiplayer did not finish on 6 p.m. like usual, and instead it ended literally at 5 p.m., which is quite weird. So also, I think Chapter 5 already dropped for Drive Syndicate, and I'm pretty sure that most people are going to be struggling with this chapter, considering that A, it's a new car, well, relatively new car from last year, the Silver Lightning, and B, there's also the fact that it uses the new blueprint unlock system, which is gonna make it a little bit harder than expected. So anyway, so that's Drive Syndicate side stories. I do have the Silver Lightning at 2 stars, but that's gonna be still gonna be a little difficult when you think about it. So there's that. Anyway, we're gonna be doing a lot of that today, and of course, there's also the new Spotlight that also dropped today. So there's gonna be quite a lot of things for me to do today. All right, so we're gonna get started. Yes, wait, hold on. Let me fix something. I think I'm too low. Yeah, I think that's good. Okay. Yeah, I was too low. Unfortunately, my what is this? My plugins is still not working as expected. So you guys are not gonna be seeing me do this and have active tracking, which is unfortunate. But hey, it just enhances the experience. It's not necessary. It's just gonna be like some quality of life thing. Okay. So we're gonna start with some seasonal events first. And as usual, okay, you know what? My watch is currently charging right now, so I'm gonna have to make do with this instead. Where is 40 minutes? Okay. All right. I am still a little miffed that the Festival of the Fire Horse. So, by the way, I keep forgetting Happy Lunar New Year to everyone. So, understand that the lunar calendar is not exclusive to Chinese. Japan and Korea also celebrates Lunar New Year, and of course a few other Asian countries as well. So the Dragon Force Spotlight, there's the Fire Horse Spotlight, and also yeah, people probably noticed that as of right now, the new this is kind of weird, but the new store format is kind of jarring. I think it kind of sucks that you can't just find all of the limited time card packs in just one place anymore. Like now, for me, that's gonna be a little difficult because a lot of the cards that get featured here are like already maxed out. So at the moment, this is the only card pack that I have. But for the others, like for example, I think Starway, more events probably feature Starway, but because most of the cars I have on Starway is already maxed out, and I also don't have the Lego Stingray. Wait, Corvette. Wait. Did they change the name? Oh my God! Did they change the name of the Corvette of the Lego Stingray? It's still called Corvette Stingray. But here they call it Corvette C8 Stingray, which is weird. Okay. We got the DS-E10's performance for the third time within a span of last year. This is like the third time that this car has been featured. So we got Crescent Moon. I've already finished this like a while ago. And we have the McLaren GT already maxed out, so obviously there's no unfortunately there's no card packs for me to unlock this car anymore. There's Taj Mahal stuff, which I have a feeling that considering that they finally have India here, this is gonna be an India track. I'm gonna be very disappointed if it wasn't an India track. But not much you can do. Oh, also drift in India for the credits heist. Okay. So first up, we're gonna start off with Fire Horse. Festival of the Fire Horse. Quick shout out for the Pretty Fire. Yeah, quick shout out for the Pretty Fire decal for the Fender Super Sport. Yeah. Lots of gold, lots of red, and of course lots of black. This is a very intricate design. But here's the problem. This car, and also they also painted the spoiler. Ah. Yeah, this one is a horse. Here's the problem with this. The Fender Super Sport, just so you know, the name Fenrir is actually from Fenrir, which is the mythical wolf, one of the sons of Loki. It's a mythical wolf that's basically the main antagonist of Ragnarok. So yes, this is so you got the Lycan Hyper Sport, which is, by the way, based on a werewolf. Again, what is this? The owner or the CEO of W Motor says that the entire point of the Lycan Hyper Sport is supposed to look like a beast, like a werewolf, and then the Fenrir Super Sport is also meant to look like a beast. But again, this is still a wolf. This has nothing to do with horses. I called this out like last month. Like there should be like a Ferrari season or something, but no. I think one of the developers saw my comment and then they tried to steer away from that. Oh well. Oh well, at least this is the best way for me to get. I guess this is the best way for me to get epics for the Fender Super Sport, which they never feature anyway. Oh well, too bad. Interesting enough, this event has unlimited fuel for all the cars, and also if you have this car, if you have the SC18 maxed out, the SC18 is actually was featured previously in a. Oh. Interesting. Oh, is this an upcoming? Interesting. The SC18 was previously featured as a special hunt, so it's a very large possibility that some people have this car at 6 stars, but haven't unlocked the key. So this event actually is going to help you unlock this car. All right, Scotland. I actually didn't encounter this a while ago. Is this Path of the Wind? Yeah, I think it's Path of the Wind, right? Come on. I'm actually a little disappointed that this car has not been. Despite this car being featured in Special Hunt, I'm actually a little disappointed that this car doesn't show up as often in multiplayer. Like, it's a pretty agile car. As with most Lamborghinis in this game, it's a pretty agile car. It's a pretty agile car with a reasonably high top speed. But then again, when you consider the fact that 380 is actually pretty common in this in Class A in Epic. Yeah. In epic rarity, in the epic rarity of this Class A, okay, that was disappointing. I didn't land that. In the epic rarity of Class A, 380 is actually pretty common. So this car's top speed is a bit of a letdown. Oh, okay, that's some clutch there. Okay, I think that's my record so far. 13 lanterns in a single race. Alright. For me, both of these cars are already maxed, so I'm just playing this event to get epics. Okay, that's a lot of. Yep, that's a lot of tokens. Not blue tokens though. Yeah, that's a lot. I think I already have the key for this car. Okay, I already earned the key for this car, which unfortunately I've traded for trade coins. So there's that. So I want to see if there's other tracks here. I know there's 3 tracks in this event. Oh, okay. No, wait. I already seen Himalayas. I've already seen Rome. Well, it started with Rome, actually. Okay. Dang it. Missed already. Okay. Gonna get the last one. Is there one on this side? There is none. Okay, that really sucks. Okay. Too bad. Okay. So yeah, as I said before, I'm literally just playing this this event just to get some epics that I haven't collected yet. So just so you know, I already unlocked the SC18 before its special hunt. Yeah, I already unlocked this. I already unlocked the SC18 before the special hunt. So at that point, the SC18 was only. What was this? The SC18 was only 4 stars at the time. So basically, I just played the special event just to get it to 6 stars. So I didn't need to unlock it. But of course, it would be better if I can get more epics for this car. So I think the only one I'm missing right now is 4 epics for the SC18, which very clearly I can reasonably complete. Okay. I have to say, yeah, I have to say, that decal for the fire horse on the on the Fenrir is pretty fire. However, I don't have $6 for this car. I don't have $6 for this decal, so yeah, too bad. Could have been a good opportunity for the Phenomenal to debut for this season, because you know the Phenomenal is a horse. not the Uma. Oh, by the way, for those who are not familiar, Phenomenal is like one of those hyper rare Lamborghinis. So in the similar vein as the, what is this? So the similar vein as the Lamborghini Reventon and the Sesto Elemento. Yeah, the Lamborghini Reventon and the Sesto Elemento. And of course the Veneno and the Centenario. The Phenomenal also joins, I guess the CN also counts as one of those hyper rare production vehicles that Lamborghini makes. Like, there's like less than 100 of them exist. What is this? The Phenomenal also joins their ranks. When the Phenomenal debut, I'm actually surprised that GameLock didn't jump on it to include it in the game. Like they did with the Revuelto. When they did the Revuelto and the Temerario got debuted, GameLock immediately jumped to the opportunity to include it in the game and basically gave everyone a key to the car. So they basically got a free they got a free key to the car at 1 star, and at the time I think it was like the fastest in P class. If the Phenomenal debuts in this game, I have a feeling that's like it starts off as a very low A class car, like probably Platinum 3. No, I would say mid high A class elite car. That probably has like a perfect nitro boost as well, because the car is a powerful V12, but it's also a hybrid like the Revuelto. It's actually closer to the Revuelto. It's basically just like how the Reventon is basically a modified Murcielago. It's basically a Murcielago but better. The Sesto Elemento is a Gallardo but better. The Phenomenal is basically the Phenomenal is basically, I think, it's basically Revuelto but better. It's a massive shame that they didn't include, like, in case people probably didn't realize, GameLock is very, very fond of Lamborghinis in this game. Every single class, you'll notice that every single class in this game has a Lamborghini. All the way from Class D, all the way until Class S. Yeah, so and from the very beginning, it seems like from the very beginning, since the first version of this game, like since Asphalt Legends, they have been pretty biased towards Lamborghinis. Again, I'm a little disappointed that they didn't jump on the bandwagon to have the Phenomenal in this game. That would have been good marketing for the car. And it would have been good marketing for the car to have it like Hero the Fire Horse, because the Phenomenal again is based on the Japanese racehorse, the Phenomenal. Again, not the Uma. That would have been a massive whip blast. Like the players of Uma Musume. There's gonna be people who play Uma Musume and then this game at the same time. Their worlds are colliding because they have a car that's literally now named after a Japanese racehorse, and it also shows up in Uma. Disclaimer: I don't play Uma Musume, but I know the memes are. But the memes around Uma Musume is basically all over my YouTube feed. So, okay. And also, some of the Discord mods some of the Discord mods in in the Asphalt Discord are also fans of the game. So there's that. Is there anything I'm missing here? So that's gonna be a tough grind. Okay, let me switch gears a little bit, and I'm gonna jump back to Drive Syndicate. Okay. Let's see if I can get the 3900 SP to show up. For some context, by the way, I'm basically on my way to completing this chapter because my FV GT65 is like 4 stars. Like, even so, like at the very beginning, it should be like 3 stars. Oh, okay. So the Cento Dechi and the Nevera R is already available. Okay, nice. That didn't take long. So by today, you can basically unlock the Nevera R at 3 stars. Wait, Dragon Force Swap. Wait, can I? Okay. So at the moment, I feel like I'm a little bit strapped for tokens right now. I'm gonna have to wait until this gets back to 5,000 before I start spending again. 9 Mornia, thank you for joining in. Okay. Let's see if I can get the 3900. My goal right now is I'm gonna get 3900. The 3900. Okay, no, it's not there yet. I'm gonna include a map. I'm probably going to include a money run montage, which is gonna be very, very fun. Just pure joy of just KOing, knocking down opponents for cash. I'm gonna get this to 5. Yes! Finally, okay. I'm not gonna play that for now because if I play that, it's gonna disappear. And I don't want to, repeatedly just, I don't want to just repeatedly close and reopen this game over and over again. So, what is this? Is this escape? Okay. So instead, I'm gonna be playing money runs. 15,000. Interesting. Drive Syndicate and all the other related races here is actually a good opportunity for you guys to use the close camera. Because close camera gives you a sense of, definitely makes your car feel fast, and definitely gives you that sense of adrenaline. Not the kind that you would want to use when you're doing any kind of multiplayer or precision driving. But when you're trying to knock down and run away from police here, yeah, close camera is like the best. Yeah, it's basically the burnout. Yeah, this is basically the burnout camera. Whoa, okay. Oh, hello, Solos. You were here in the previous Drive Syndicate before. Damn it, I missed it. Can I at least get to 5,000? Oh my god. Okay. Not enough. Okay, that's disappointing. $9,000. This means that I need to get like at least 6,000 for the next run if I want to complete this, which is gonna be very difficult. But I'm gonna try anyway. my stiff neck is on my right side. Okay. If I KO them, okay, so if I KO them really, really early, I'm gonna lose pretty early as well. Because I'm gonna lose them pretty early. Okay, got him. Fine. There are no security forces anymore. This is basically cash starve. Come on. Okay, that was disappointing. Yeah, that was really disappointing. Okay. I'm gonna do one more, and then we're gonna jump back to special events. Actually, no, daily events. We're gonna do some daily events. Caribbean. Hello, Enzo. Today, GameLoft scammed by 300k syndicate coins. 300k syndicate coins for 10 blueprints of the... Damn. That's pretty rough, bud. Sorry to hear that, I guess. Yeah, as I mentioned before, whether you're a veteran or a relatively new player, Chapter 5 is always going to be the one that's going to burn you big time. And even if you do have the money, to actually pay your way to win this Drive Syndicate, there's a legitimate chance that Chapter 5 is gonna basically burn through your money big time. Again, if you're already willing to pay up, and that's a big if. There's this dude who is in one of the Discord servers that I'm in. He regularly pays for stuff in the game. In the previous Drive Syndicate, he said the Agile was actually the most difficult one. Yeah, the Agile was the most difficult chapter in the previous Drive Syndicate. DS Chimera. Because he already has the bullied at 4 stars, so that's not really a problem. Okay. What else? For the Nilu, I already have the Nilu. Sorry, I don't have the Nilu yet. I already finished most of the events in the Dragon Force Spotlight. I think the only thing remaining for me is to complete the Dragon Force Pass, which is not done yet because of this darn GTS coup. My God, the GTS coup missions are actually the most difficult among these. I'm not even kidding. Though that's only my. The GTS coup is strictly on what is this? On the Midwest. The Midwest track, which again, remember the Midwest track, there's like the upper and the lower section of the track with the train. If you take the wrong side, there's a legitimate chance that you're gonna get locked out of all the other Dragon Force tokens. Or rather, I think it's guitar picks, I'm not sure. Okay. Wow. Okay. Okay. Wait. So we're gonna not. So we're not. We're not gonna do any more seasonal events. We're gonna jump to daily events, regular daily events. So Taj Mahat sub, Mahat chop. Let's do it. Okay, 100K. Dang it! It's not. It's not India. Disappointed. Come on. If I get through the silver lightning chapter, and then get to the Sentodechi, there's a legitimate chance that I'm gonna win the Sentodechi, and that's gonna be my second Drive Syndicate card that I unlock. And when you think about it, the Sentodechi is actually a pretty fun. That's actually a pretty fun Bugatti game. In Gauntlet, I think I've done the most. I think in Gauntlet, what happened was that I've had the most disrespectful Gauntlet attack time, and I'm the most disrespectful Gauntlet attack. I literally won because I performed a Asphalt Physics stunt. Like it was trying to be a normal stunt, but Asphalt Physics came in and then gave me extra airtime, and that gave me enough time, enough nitro to actually shockwave and actually overtake the opponent in the lap time. I'm gonna post that soon. Don't worry. But also something also interesting. A friend of mine, RPM Nick, he showed me that a massive sleeper car, a big sleeper car for Gauntlet is actually the Lamborghini Invincible. The Lamborghini Invincible's top speed is only 355, which is not that it's only 355, which is not that impressive. However, its main advantage is that it's, with the exception of obviously the top speed, it's basically better than the Huracan in every way. Again, except top speed, which basically makes it an agility monster. So certain tracks that is like top speed is not important. Yeah, certain tracks where top speed is not important, you can beat it with the Invincible. I use that car exclusively for the track Resort Dash. Now RPM Nick also mentioned that you can use it for Namba Park and basically achieve almost the same time, 20 seconds. But I've yet to do that yet. I actually prefer to use the Solus GT. Yeah, the Solus GT is a total menace. I also didn't realize that. Oh damn. Okay. Alright. Let's jump to another event. I've already done with Crescent Moon. The So what else is in Flames of Fortune, I wonder? Oh, there's only one card. ER9. So far, among the season showcases, I think this is the most complete that I've seen so far. The last time I've seen this complete was like, I think in Bring the Heat season a few years ago. Though again, that's the only reason behind that is because I bought the Legend Pass for that season when somebody gifted me $10 as donation. So there's that. So DSE10s is here. The Super Trofeo from last season is here. The Tron GT is here. SLM McLaren from the Epic Hunt. Sorry, Star Hunt. How many epics do I need for 2, 2, 2? I need 7. Okay. Missing an ER9. Yeah. Among the elite B-class cars, I assure you, among the elite B-class, look at this. Starting from the Sesto Elemento, I own almost every B-class car. So I got the Sesto Elemento, the GT3 RS. The Sesto Elemento is pretty easy. If you regularly participated in MP1 from the previous split, obviously you get this. 911 GT3 RS from the HoloLive SE and also the Korean Food Fest. I actually maxed this from the Korean Food Fest. 488 Challenge Evo is from the 20th anniversary Spotlight. You get it for free. Lego Technic from the Lego Spotlight. Apollo Evo from, what is this? Apollo Evo from the Gauntlet store. Avaya from, you can max the Avaya using the Dragon Force Spotlight, but this is a garage level car. McLaren F1 from the, what is this? McLaren F1 from the Gauntlet store. The Ford GT is basically given for free. It has been featured a lot last year. The W12 Coupe, obviously. The Huayra R. 2 splits ago, this was like an MP1 car. The Revuelto, the Temerario, and the ER9 are like probably the only cars that most younger players probably don't own. However, 2023 and 2024 called. When 2023 and 2024 came up, these 2 cars were featured for free. The ER9 though, this car's gate kept as hell. That's for sure. So with the exception of this season, the ER9 has been featured in 2 special events, both of them relating to summer. Supercharged Summer from before Asphalt Legends Unite, and last year's Nitro Summerfest also featured the ER9. And unfortunately, it's like, it featured the ER9 as a Mayhem event. So, yeah. More younger players probably don't have this car. But I have every single car in B class except the ER9. This is like, yeah. But realistically speaking, if you're gonna ask me, the king of B class is still gonna be the McLaren F1. No joke. Because the McLaren F1 is like the fastest of the bunch. Well, actually, that depends on how you see it. It's between the Enzo and the ER9. Sorry, the Enzo and the McLaren F1. The Huayra R is really difficult to handle. The Revuelto is basically, in some ways, a rival to the 07S. In some way, the Temerario, I've not used this a lot. The Huayra R is just a Regera but worse. Like even considering like the B class, its B class stats, it's basically Regera but worse. Like there's clearly cars that can do better than the ER9. And if you're gonna say the ER9 is an agility car, okay. You're gonna say the ER9 is an agility car, get the 911 GT3. You'd be surprised how good this car is despite how slow this is. Okay. What else? Okay, yeah. I got 2 minutes remaining, so 2 minutes remaining before the stretch break, so we're gonna do that. Stingray, and I haven't done the LFA yet. Okay. The ER9 flips in. If you've seen one of my YouTube shorts, I do have a YouTube short with the ER9. Yeah, I have a YouTube short with the ER9 where it's basically over jumping. ER9 physics plus Norway physics equals it's a plane. And if you're gonna remove its two front wheels, this thing is basically a plane. You'll notice that it does look like a plane. I'm not even kidding. Oh, okay, I got it. For those who are curious, by the way, about the multiplayer 1 season right now, it's not obvious. It's actually classic MP1. Okay. Despite the fact the car doesn't look like it feels like it flips, but it does. Again, let me show you. Look at this thing. Okay? This car is one of the flattest. This car is one of the flattest cars that you've probably seen in this game. This thing's gonna flip like a pancake. I'm sorry, it's just facts. And number 2, if you're gonna look at it in this angle and remove the 2 front tires, okay? Or rather, you remove the 2 front tires in this thing that's connecting them, alright? It looks like a plane. It looks like one of those B-2 Spirit bombers. So, in conclusion, this thing is a plane. And you're gonna say it doesn't flip. If you ask me, the cars that you shouldn't expect to flip, are cars that are like heavy, are like mega chonkers. For example, this thing. This is like the first SUV that showed up in the game. Never Just Drive. This is like the first SUV that showed up in the game. And this thing flips insanely. Like I'm gonna have a YouTube short in the future. Probably I'm gonna upload it this week, where this thing basically breakdances. My god. This is like the heaviest car in the game. Next to the Chiron. This is like the heaviest car in the game. And it has this kind of, you know what? Okay, I'm gonna hold off the multiplayer for a bit. Let's do this. I'm gonna demonstrate. I'm gonna hold off the stretch break for a bit. We're gonna do this right now. Despite this car being an SUV and straight up being a family car, Hyundai actually used this car for sporting events. I'm actually surprised. Like, look this car up in the internet. You'll notice that there's actually an Ioniq 5N race car that is actually that actually has a racing livery that looks like this. It has a striking similarity. You'd be surprised. Okay, nice. Of course, we got the Camaro. This is like the heaviest car in the game. The Chiron is second. And in my previous stream, I said somebody mentioned in the Discord server, they said the Chiron feels fat. I'm sorry, that's disingenuous. The Chiron is fat. It just doesn't feel fat. It is fat. 2,000 kilogram, 2,000 kilogram hypercar because of its W16. 2,000 kilogram hypercar because it has a W16 engine. Something very weird about this car is that this car is an EV. Why is that weird? An EV actually prefers to be lightweight so that it consumes less electricity. Damn it, I couldn't get this thing to flip. I couldn't get this thing to flip, unfortunately. The Ford GTM4 does a better wall ride than the ER9. Okay. Good to know. I mean, realistically speaking, the Ford GTM4 is a pretty... Let's say it has dragster stats. Like, kind of like the Ford... Oh, another Ford. Like the Fordzilla P1. Like, it has very dragster stats. Okay, so we're gonna have to take a quick break now. Okay. So, for those who are new to my stream, you guys may have noticed a timer on the top right corner of my screen. For those who are not familiar, I would typically, that is usually at 40 minutes. So usually I would try my best to, not to overstimulate myself with random stuff on stream. And then what I do is that I would take a quick break. But I also use this opportunity to acknowledge the new subscribers on my channel. So thank you for that. At the moment, I have 5 new subscribers, so we're gonna do that. For every new subscriber, I'm gonna be doing 5 jumping jacks. Unfortunately, I have stiff neck right now. Like the right side of my neck, the right side of my neck is kind of feeling weird. So I'm gonna compensate by using something else. So usually I would have like I would usually have a 10-pound weight. Usually I have a I have a 10-pound weight. This is 4.5 kilograms for those who are not American. But because I'm trying to get my neck sorted out. Yeah, I'm trying to get my neck sorted out. I'm not gonna use that for now. Instead, I'm gonna be doing just double jumping jacks. Okay. So at the moment, I have 5 new subscribers since then. So we're gonna do 50 jumping jacks. Let's do that. The major reason why this happened is because for the past few days I've been accidentally oversleeping, and what happened was I'm actually a tummy sleeper, which is not good. I sleep best when I do if I tummy sleep for some reason. But if I sleep more than 6 hours on that position, it actually causes me this. That's why. Okay. So 50 jumping jacks. Wait, let me. Okay. 50 jumping jacks. Let's go. 1, 1, 2, 2, 3, 3, 4, 4, 5, 5, 6, 6, 7, 7, 8, 8, 9, 9, 10, 10, 9, 9, 8, 8, 7, 7, 6, 6, 5, 5, 4, 4, 3, 3, 1, 1, 20, 20, 1, 1, 2, 2, 3, 3, 4, 4, 5, 5, 6, 6, 7, 7, 8, 8, 9, 9, 30, 30, 9, 9, 8, 8, 7, 7, 6, 6, 5, 5, 4, 4, 3, 3, 2, 2, 1, 1, 40, 40, 1, 1, 2, 2, 3, 3, 4, 4, 5, 5, 6, 6, 7, 7, 8, 8, 9, 9, 50, 50. Ah, I also have to stretch my lats a bit. I have no idea how to stretch my shoulder. Actually, wait. Look this way. Oh yeah, that's a good stretch. Okay, okay. Anyway, for the new subscribers, thank you for subscribing. That really helps. Even if I have not posted anything substantial in the past few months, other than streams. Okay, so let's get back to business. Maybe to defeat the Huns, I guess. Okay, wait, hold on. Let me pause the timer first. I need to go get my watch. 40 minutes. Was it? Okay. So for some context, let me do some time attacking. Wait. Shanghai. Are there any new? No, there are no new tracks. Yeah, I think those tracks are actually exclusive to. Yeah, I think those tracks are exclusive to Shanghai to Dragon Force. So, okay, which is a little bit of a shame. Resort Dash. So let me do some quick Gauntlet time attacks. Which is the better car, the Invincible or the Solus GT? My Invincible is like gold already at this point. My Solus GT is not, but it's still pretty capable on its own. .8 seconds. Actually, that's not my best time. 20.5. Okay. $20.4 is actually something I can do with the Invincible. You'd be surprised that sometimes I'm able to accumulate some Gauntlet runs with the Invincible with a B-class car. All right. Solos. Maximum acceleration, minimum speed. This car is the slow. You'd be surprised. This car is the slowest McLaren in the game. I'm not even kidding. No. No. I need to see that. 20.2. No. You gotta be kidding me. You've gotta be kidding me. I need to see that again. No. That's even faster than my... I'm sorry, I can't even. I cannot believe these results. How is this? I struggled so hard using the W12 on this track, and then suddenly a slower car is actually better than... You gotta be kidding me. Alright, there goes my nitro, I guess. This is way too That means I've been time attacking this track all this time wrong. Oh my god. Wait, hold on. If I can time attack using the Solus. This one is not that faster than the Solus, but hey, it's still faster. The Solus is basically a slower 911 GT3. Yeah, the Solus is basically a slower 911 GT3, the Iris. All this time, I thought that this track was a balance between cornering and speed. It's actually cornering, or maybe it's simply because it just needs a lot of nitro. I feel like it's because this track needs a lot of nitro. The Solus is the fastest in this track. If that's the case, this means now the obvious solution here, just get the SF90. Look, there's only one SF90 per Gauntlet race. If you use it once, that's it. if you have like 4 races, which are all agility tracks, you can't use it on all of them. So this track actually prefers having long nitro. That was some massive shocker, I didn't realize. Oh well, anyway. Sure. Wait a tick. Wait. No, don't give me beach landing. What is another card that I use for... Another agility card that I typically use is the Lucky 7. Can this work? The major weakness of the Lucky 7 is that it doesn't... Its nitro doesn't last very long. But that doesn't matter, because it has monster acceleration. It reaches its top speed. The Solus is still my fastest car on this track, for some reason. That doesn't make sense. But hey, the fact that I actually figured it out, that it's supposed to be agility cars. Okay. You know what? I haven't tried Hellvale yet. Yeah, I need to try Hellvale. What is my Okay, let's start from the beginning. Again. Solus GT. Yeah, you'd be surprised that this car's a total menace. I have went toe-to-toe with two... Yeah, I went toe-to-toe with, like, the speed demons of Gold League using this car in India. Okay, 25 seconds. My best time with this track is actually... Okay, my best time with this track is actually with the First Sport. Cars like the First Sport is probably the Nevera. I wouldn't exactly say that it's like the Nevera. I was actually surprised that the Nevera is basically... The Nevera is basically in a lot of ways like a Regera, with the exception that it has much better acceleration. It has much better natural acceleration. The only main weakness of this car is that its nitro doesn't last long. "25 seconds. It's up 25 seconds. I'm gonna need to do one more. I think I can do better than 24.7. 24.8. After this, I'm gonna do real Gauntlet now. My fastest time is still 24.5 with the... Oh. Halloween 11, thank you for joining in, and I'm also sorry for Stream Elements timing you out. I think you posted too many hand emojis. I know you're the kind of guy who does a lot of hand emojis, but I think you put like way too many. Yeah, sorry about that. Oh my god, is that my cat? Ah, you know what? Wait, hold on a minute. Let me hold on. Uh, I'll be back in a bit. Give me like 3 minutes. All right, guys. I'm back. Yeah. So sorry about that. Okay. So we're gonna be doing some real gauntlet this time. Sometimes it's like Unreal Gauntlet. All right. Let's see. Okay. 237. No. 237. 2 2 3. Okay, so it's 237. This is a weird. Yeah, this is a very weird gauntlet time. But you're up. Bitch to bitch. Run in the park. I realized that high acceleration cars are pretty good for run in the park. Roman by roads. I should forgot about Roman by. You know what? I'm gonna go with my good old reliable speed hill. Free fall, of course. 24 seconds in Gizira. God, I'm kidding. You know what? Let's see. You know what? I'm just gonna leave it like this. However, I think I'm gonna need the first 3 only. So let's do it. Wait, hold on a minute. I think sometimes I'm too high for some reason. Okay. Okay. 24 seconds is usually the time that I go with in bridge to bridge. If you're faster than 23 seconds, well, I'm so cooked. Running the park is like one of those tracks that you can't practice. Just a little unfortunate. But the way how it works is that it's a dragster track. Okay. Right, one more race. So the speed hill is what I usually use for Roman by roads. Usually it can go faster than 21 seconds, but... And I left him in the dust. Okay, faster than 21 seconds. Alright. Alright. Okay, back to Gauntlet. Definitely have a lot of opponents to go around. Obviously, no. 272. 273. 252. Death. DZE is gonna be next. Okay. Alright, Steph, you're up. Hairpin finish in 34 seconds. Okay. That's a concern. What did I use for La Boca again? I'm obviously not gonna use... Wait. Hairpin finish in 34... Okay, no. Arnold sprint in 22... Oh my god. Okay. That is a legit threat. Vineyard Voyage in... Yeah, some of these times are absolute menaces. You know what? I know the card for this one. Is this a Senna? No, it's a Purse Sport. Okay. For hairpin finish. Well, of course, I'm going to use the card. Okay. Wait. How did my watch ended? I'm not sure why. Okay. I'd say the Vanda in Gauntlet is sometimes hit or miss. Of course, they do really well in agility tracks. Sometimes they do too well, but only specifically for agility tracks. So there you go. I lost. Okay. So this looks like it's not going to be a walk in the park. I'm kind of expecting that, to be honest, but okay, get. I think I have the universal nitro on this one. Yeah, this guy's this guy's a tough opponent. You know what? Okay. You know what? Retribution time. He brought out his best in the first two races. It's time for the counter-attack. Time for the counter-attack. Get rotated. Got him. Okay. Dang it. Wait, that means... Yeah, that means I'm not gonna win. Okay. Too bad. You know what? I'm just gonna go for the honorable loss. Whatever. Not much I can do. Oh well, too bad. You know what? Yeah, I'm rage quitting. I'm sorry. Okay. But that's alright. Who is the lowest? No, obviously not. I think it's the one in the top. 65, okay. Pirates of the East, 27.7 seconds. I'm sorry, I already done this dance before. Leap of fail. I think I can do this with... Okay, I think for leap of fail, I can do this with the Ferrari, but I'm gonna have to do some tuning. Yeah, okay. So I do have the Gauntlet Ferrari. Riverine launch. I have a feeling I can beat this time. No. I'm gonna save it for later. 22 seconds number park. Wait. 22 seconds number. What card did I use it? Ah, okay. This is right. 25 seconds water run. Oh, this one's gonna be tough. Okay, if I want to be sure, yeah, I'm gonna use the SF90 for this one. I have a feeling I can probably beat this with the Sion, but I'm gonna be a little bit sure first because I'm not. Okay. If you're slower than 27.5, then I've got fast boost. The common time for this track is supposed to be 27.5. If you're slower than 27.5, you're not gonna win, or you're gonna get your butt handed to you. For context, the Regera can beat this track in 27.1 or 27.3 in that range. If you're not faster than that, well, get. Yeah, I'm gonna lose this one. Okay. Too bad. Alright. Wow, the rank numbers are identical. Interesting. But I have a feeling that I can beat this guy. It's a good thing I used the Karen for another race. Dang it, I missed it. So I'm currently faster than him. Okay. $22 for Namba Park. Yeah. Sorry, but you're not. This is facts. You're not gonna win. Got him. Actually, I can beat this in sub 21 seconds, but wait, is that right? I heard you can beat this with the Invincible in 20 point something seconds. I'm not sure. Okay. Water run with the... I really need to upgrade my Batista. Yeah, I need to upgrade my Batista very soon. Not like Batista. Think of that. Wait, epic rap battle of history. Dang it! I almost got him. But I still won anyway. I almost got him, but I still won. Okay. Top 100. Alright. Wait, how many? So I need to win twice with a player 3. Okay. Someone is playing Asphalt outside. Real Asphalt. Okay, 73. 72. Obviously no. This guy, Oleg 9220. Okay. Okay, you're going down. Unless there's something I felt like I was missing something. Okay. So it's Senna for sure. Future feud. Straight line acceleration. Where is the... Okay, 4-0. Actually, wait. No. For straight line acceleration, I think that the Vera does better. Okay. No. The Nevera does better in King's Revival, for sure. But for this one, straight line acceleration is preferred. Okay, along the same. "27 seconds is my reference time. And then double roundabout. I'm basically underselling this if I use this car. But hey, it's Shanghai, so... Okay. I didn't even bring the Chiron for this one. I feel like I'm pretty confident I can beat this guy. Reasonably confident. Okay. I would like to point out that this doesn't show that the Cian is bad, because there's quite a lot of people who say the Cian is bad for its class. No, this guy is just not using his Cian very well. Because I assure you, I can achieve around the same time with the Cian, like slightly slower, like give or take around 28.5 seconds, give or take, with the Cian. This guy's just using it bad, or this guy's just using it wrong, unfortunately. Okay. Well, if you have no better car, well, too bad. Okay. This guy just keeps spinning. What the heck? Okay. 24 seconds is my best time with the Nevera for King's Revival. I'm pretty confident in this one. Reasonably. Did I win? Dang it. By a hair. Okay. I still have one more chance. I am the faster car though, so that counts for something. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Got him! Got him. Okay. You know what? I'm not gonna bother with that one. That last one. I already got my 3 wins. Okay. So for the last race, I'm gonna have to get my last one later. For my last race, I'm gonna do a challenge. Okay. Ten. Okay. 10, 10, 10, 20, 20. Okay. 25. How did I get 24 seconds before? I keep forgetting. Milk the beverage. Thank you for joining in. No, I'm not related to a shark. You know what? I'm gonna try it again. I think I had the wrong route the last time. Yeah, I have the wrong route the last time. I need to stay above, but jump down sometimes. 25.1 is a time that I cannot beat, unfortunately. Double round. Okay. Can I beat? Try to configure NFS rivals. Interesting. Wall Street route. What is a card that I usually use for Wall Street route? You know what? Time attack. Interesting enough, though. Oh, since you're playing NFS rivals, you're gonna see a very interesting card while you're playing the game. And then after you play that game, you would want to come back to this game. You want to come back to Asphalt, and then you want to play with that card instead. And since I'll give you a hint. I'll give you a hint. I'll give you a hint. NFS rivals. I'm not gonna make any clear I'm not gonna make any clear spoilers, but it's something to do with this car. And considering classic multiplayer is happening right now, yeah, I'm not gonna specify anything. Even my Chiron 6 stars faster than this guy Evo in that route. So yeah, I'm gonna try that one. Double round. What is the? I keep forgetting how do I do double roundabout with a card that isn't. Okay, you know what? I'm not gonna focus on that. I forgot the Enzo. I don't have it in Asphalt, sadly. Okay, that's... Well, yeah, that's too bad. But if you have never played NFS Rivals, that's your... If you've never played NFS Rivals, that is your incredibly vague spoiler for the game. And I'll give you another hint. Play classic multiplayer with it. That's it. I'm not gonna give any more. I'm not gonna give any more details. All I'm gonna say is Ferrari Enzo. Which, if you ask me, the Ferrari Enzo could have been in NFS Most Wanted because the Enzo is like 2002, give or take. That car could have been in NFS Most Wanted, but knowing how during the time between Underground 2 and Most Wanted were, yeah, Underground 2 and Most Wanted involves a lot of car customization, and Ferrari infamously doesn't like the idea of people customizing their cars. They're basically like Nintendo and Apple. In that way, they're anti-consumer. Like, even if you do have lots of money, if you want to buy a specific car, they can just tell you no. And even if you already have a car, they don't like it if you customize your car. So Ferraris in Need for Speed were only featured if there was minimal customization involved. 2005, the original one. So the the Porsche Carrera GT was in was in NFS Most Wanted, but for some reason the Enzo was not in Most Wanted because again Ferrari doesn't like it if they excuse me, Ferrari doesn't like it if you customize their cars. However, after Need for Speed Shift, they decided to come back because there's not you can tune the performance, but then again you can't exactly customize the car. Maybe other than decals. So there's that. Like they're incredibly basically they're like the trio of anti-consumers. Compared to Lamborghini, it's like you have the money, you want that car? Okay, sure, go ahead. Oh, you want to customize it? Okay, sure, go ahead. No problem. You buy the car, it's yours. Meanwhile, for Ferrari, you buy the car, it's just a membership. That's the major issue. Okay, what was I doing? Oh yeah, double run. You know what, for water run, I'm gonna have to use... I think when you think about it, in Need for Speed 20... Most Wanted 2012, I think, Ferraris were also not there, from what I remember. Okay, double roundabout. I forgot what car did... Okay, go ships. Okay, I'm not sure what car to use, so I'm just gonna... Okay, fine, sure. Here's a quick trivia question. What is the oldest car in Asphalt Legends? I'll give you a slight hint. It's in D-Class. Dang it! That vertical overtake, oh my god. Let's be real, in terms of NFS Rivals, you're not really playing it for the story. But there's one very specific... There's like two specific chapters that are like really interesting. For both sides. It's kind of sad that they kind of shut the servers down for Rivals. Which is a bit disappointing. But hey, you can still play the game offline, so there's... Okay, that was embarrassing. That was really embarrassing. Okay. That leaves me with a very, very high chance of actually losing. No? I think no. I can probably win this. I'm definitely faster than this Bugatti. Come on, come on, come on! Okay, that's it. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. There's no way I'm winning this. Shut down the whole series? No. The series is just on hiatus because remember, they were recently acquired by a South Arabian investment group like EA. But unfortunately, in the middle of they have not really Criterion at the moment has not released any plans for the next Need for Speed right now, so at the moment it's currently on hiatus. It's not like shut down wholesale. Okay, so I'm gonna have, since today is Tuesday, I'm gonna have to improve my time. So this is my Gauntlet times. And that's right. I'm using the Solos again. All of these cars are Class B for some reason. Because why not? Okay. Let's see if I can... So this one is good. Straight sprint. This is a bad idea. But I think I need to use the Nevera here. Future Fusion 20 seconds. What is a fast car that I have? Wait. So now I know. This is an incredibly tight time. But now I know. So for Riverine launch... Last one. Future Fusion. What is a fast car that I have? Okay. Hello, darkness, my old friend. I'm gonna regret this. But let's do this. I'm actually surprised that I have not upgraded the Nevera TA in a while. I need to do that soon. Alright. .2. That's a pretty fast time. I just got NFS Rivals, but it's in like slow motion. Milk the BEV. That is some interesting quirk about Need for Speed Rivals. Need for Speed Rivals runs at a locked 30 frames per second. You can go to Google. And find a hack. It's not like a very game-breaking hack, but it's like there's a way for you to modify the game legally. By the way, there's a way for you to modify the game by manipulating a few things that forces the game to run at 60 FPS or whatever your refresh rate is. It's not that difficult. It just involves you having to paste like a single line on the shortcut, and then that's literally it. But unfortunately, the game is not meant for unlocked FPS, unfortunately. So if your game lags, the physics kind of lags with the game. So be prepared for that. But at best, I think it would be the better option would be to just run it at 60 FPS. Okay. Need for Speed 2015 was actually the first Need for Speed game in a while where they basically broke out of the the lock frame rate. The console is frame rate. Oh boy. Oh boy. Same as all the Frostbite engine old games. Yes. Yeah, unfortunately, it's not that simple. Yeah, the best case scenario is that you're gonna have to run it at 60. High refresh rate monitors are actually so easy to get your hands on these days, and it's also relatively cheap. Okay, this is disappointing. Okay, I guess I fumbled. Okay. If you're running a relatively older graphics card that cannot consistently run the game at 60, then unfortunately you're gonna have to run it at 40 or 30. So, yeah. Okay. That was unfortunate. Oh well. I'm forfeiting this tip. I'm forfeiting this one. I'm gonna have to do this later, unfortunately. Okay. Quick time check. Oh, stretch break already. Right? Unfortunately, my my timer here for some reason froze, so I'm gonna have to do that. All right. So I'm gonna do a quick stretch break. I don't have any new subscribers at the moment, and that's okay. I'm gonna do so next. The next stretch timer is gonna be a massive marathon for uh for for both the player. So since today's Tuesday, I'm not expecting a lot of people would. I'm not expecting a lot of people would actually have played multiplayer today because a while ago, like for like 5 straight races, I was beating people using the Brabham BT62. Yes, that's right, using the Brabham. Sorry about that. It's a little stiff right now. I'm gonna have to get some massage here. Okay, right. Get back to business. Right. So let's get back to business. 30 minutes. So for those who are not familiar, today the multiplayer right now is classic multiplayer. Let me see. Okay. Okay, so I got demoted like several rank brackets down. Okay, that's okay. Quick experiment. Let's see if I can get this. It's gonna be so weird. Even the community shared a mod, but yeah, it's more boring than Asphalt since there's no more good competitive mode and no improvements. Yeah. Only one car release every 2 months. Dang it. That's a first impression right there. Sorry, I'm rage quitting. Let's see if I can get to the top 2,500 in just a single sitting. Obviously, I'm not going to do that with like a single car. That's not exactly realistic. Huh. Okay. Imagine using a C-class car. Imagine using a C-class car in a gold league. I mean, that has already happened a lot in with if you're alien enough and you can you know use a 335 kilometer per like a 335 kilometer per hour car in gold league. You're probably some epic mad lad. When every car is usually at least 350. Whoa, traffic check, okay. Oh, damn. Yeah, there was a time when the Brabham was an elite C-class car for like one season. And then it got knocked down a peg by the existence of the existence of the Ferrari Daytona. Okay. So really, this is going nowhere. I'm gonna do one more race. One, two, three, four. You got the elusive. I wouldn't say elusive. The echoes of Asphalt 9. The Corvette lobby. The Corvette spam. Oh boy. I'm actually interested in seeing Asphalt or Game Lofted specifically include more weird cars in the game. Like they included 2 SUVs. I won't be surprised if they decide to include, I don't know. I won't be surprised if they decide to include a pickup truck. I mean, the Ford F-150 is in yeah, the Ford F-150 Raptor is in Asphalt 8, if I recall. On. Okay. Third place with the Brab Hump. I'm not even mad. The only thing I come back to NFS No Limits is to see which car can beat the Absolute's top speed. But until now, no car is able to beat it. Okay. Something really weird about Need for Speed. As of the latest Need for Speed game right now, NFS Unbound, they have included at least 2 cars that are EVs. You know what's really weird? Those 2 cars don't have nitro. Instead of nitro, the way how quote-unquote nitro works for those cars is what is called overcharge. Where you basically overclock the battery to output more power temporarily. It doesn't also exhaust any nitro. Damn it, I got wrecked. It also doesn't exhaust any nitro. It just makes the battery output harder. The reason why is because the way how nitro works is that the way how nitro is supposed to work is that it has a higher concentration of oxygen that allows it to burn more fuel for less. So it's basically outputting more power temporarily. Problem is it's obviously more expensive than regular fuel. It works for ICE cars or cars with normal gas engines. It doesn't work on EV cars. Second top speed record is still the Yesco Absolute. What? Yesco Attack. Both released 2 years ago. Okay. Alright, so I'm done with this. Oh wait, fine, one more. So because unfortunately the upgrade system is basically, they can't exactly change the upgrade system on Need for Speed. There's like, you know, ECU and all of that. Some parts you can definitely change, like for example, the battery cooling. The battery cooling is actually the one that I remember the most. You can't really change much of anything else. There's battery cooling, and then there's three other performance modifications for the Taycan. And then nitro is called overcharge. The car does not have a turbo. Dang it. That was like the laziest KO. That was like the weirdest KO I've encountered so far. Okay, got it. Alright, time to unleash hell. Where is Gold League? Okay. Okay. Interesting. The only big threat that I see is obviously the Enzo. I said before, the Solos is a menace. It's not much of a menace compared to the Huracan, because this car's a key car and the Huracan is not. Come on. Got the pinching fingers emoji. Nearly 1,000 kilometers per hour with no nitro. Interesting. Yeah, too bad in Asphalt it only tops out at 600. Though, realistically speaking, that's for the best. Arc de Triomphe. Okay, so we got the Enzo, we got the Enzo, we got two Corvettes. We got the Super Leggera, and then we got what else? Did I see I think I saw an Apollo. All right, Berlinetta is also there. I think I'm gonna need to have a haircut very soon. My hair's a total rat's nest right now. Come on. Second place so far. Come on. Come on. There's somebody behind me. Extreme traffic check game. With Nitro, there's no track that can withstand the boost of it in Need for Speed. But the last time I tried, damn. Okay, that's insane. Not something that you should be expecting in a mobile game, realistically speaking. Yeah, I think that's a good reason why. That's a good reason why they Asphalt capped the game to 600 kph. If this is a game, if that is a game that is meant to run on a PC or with bigger RAM, realistically speaking, probably that's okay. But on a mobile game, I don't think so. I have a feeling it's too much. Okay. Am I gonna have my first win for this run? Come on. People say that this car is not that fast, and I get it. It is the slowest McLaren in the game. But it doesn't matter because this car's a total menace. 90% of the races that I get, well, no, 100% of the races in this game, if I use the Solos GT, assuming I don't crash, I usually get third place and better. And as you guys can see, I haven't fallen back yet. I haven't fallen behind yet. So that makes a massive assumption that I don't crash. And surprisingly enough, in Platinum 3, usually Yeah, this car is rare enough that you don't see it often in multiplayer. But its stats are very spammy. Surprisingly enough. Again, it's like a Huracan if it's a little slower. But realistically speaking, my comparison with this one, my comparison for this car is probably the 911 GT3, but slower. How these guys are falling behind, lagging behind, I have no idea. Most of these cars are definitely faster than me. Like, in fact, I think the Solus GT is actually the slowest car in Gold League. Whoever you are behind me, I'm gonna lose you. Come on. Okay, got him. Oh, it was an SCV-12. Okay, Senza. Okay, one more race and then I'm in Platinum 3. I am approaching top 1,000, which is already very dangerous. But that means the races are going to be much more interesting. So, what time is it? 12 minutes. Yeah, I think I have room for like one more. Some people are like, if you get demoted to Gold 4, what cars do you use? Some people said the Lycan. Wrong. The Lycan is not available in Gold 4. The cars available in Gold 4 are all B-class cars or A-class cars at 5 stars. The Lycan is not available in Gold 4. Traffic check. Okay, let's see. Let's try this. Touch drive. Okay. Okay, got him. Oh yeah, the Ferrari FXXK is there as well. So here's the thing: among the epic S-Class cars, oh yeah, there's the FXXK. Among the epic S-Class cars, they keep forgetting the existence of the others, like the Centenario and the FXXK. They just go straight for the Volcano or the Hyper Sport, and that's it. Because those cars are the fastest in Gold League. Okay. What is my next car? You know what? I'm just gonna go with the Enzo. Sure. Early gearbox. The heck? Weird. Perfect Nitro. And semi-slick. Okay. Yeah, this is my... Wait. Do I have a mid-weight gain? Dang it. Okay. So yeah, this is my multiplayer loadout. My Gauntlet loadout focuses on Shockwave for the Ferrari, but for multiplayer I focus on. For the Ferrari I focus on what is this? For multiplayer I focus on like sustaining my speed. Because in Gauntlet the races are like anywhere between 20 seconds to 30 seconds, and sometimes even 40 seconds. But for most of the tracks that I use the Enzo for, it's not gonna last more than 30 seconds for sure. I guess the only major drawback of this car is that it has really weird. What is this? The only major drawback of this car is that it has incredibly weak natural acceleration. And also when you drift, it goes slower than 300 kph. So trying to regain speed from the Shockwave, it's like you lose a lot of speed, and then when you hit Shockwave, when you hit the heavy core Shockwave, it's like it has the longest Shockwave duration of all in the game. But then it's like you're gonna spend a lot of time trying to gain your speed from 280 all the way to 390. Okay, here comes the big leagues. Okay. What is the car that I typically use for this? You know what? GTR 50. I'm gonna go with the GTR 50 for now. Somebody named Tony Hawk or something. Okay. Dang it. I think the same guy crashed. I feel like the win player. Dropped out. Okay. So this is going to be a very tough climb considering that it's like top 10,000. I think I have a multiplayer clip where I crashed pretty in the middle of the race, and then for some reason I was able to catch up. Or rather, I had no hope of catching up, but for some reason, so I was at 7th place, but like 4 guys crashed in front of me, so I ended up in 3rd place. The heck? Sometimes you have skill issue, but sometimes sometimes you get paired up with people who have bigger skill issues. There's always that kind. So because of that, it just becomes a competition of who sucks less. Because you all suck. But the one who's the best is like the one who sucked less. Enzo block. Dang it. Stupid overspin. Nope, nope. I KO'd someone on the way out. Later, hater. Okay. Time check. 2 minutes. Actually, around 3 minutes. Okay. Later, hater. That is a quote from Sonic Movie 2. Excuse me, somebody brought a CN concept. Okay. A lot of people forget that the CN concept can go up to 380 kilometers per hour and probably faster. But people forget that because, yeah, people forget that a lot. Because on paper it can go that fast, but good luck keeping it that fast. Because the car actually loses a lot of speed when turning. Fine. Come on. Damn, I missed him. Stupid extra jump, and I got wrecked. Okay. That happens. As I always say, if you get wrecked in one race, there's a legitimate chance that you can get back your rank at like two or three other races anyway. Looking for the guy in Discord to publicly shame him is not good use of your mental energy. Because realistically speaking, for every guy that you publicly shame on Discord or on in some online space, there's like probably 10 other guys who's gonna do the same to you. Or rather, there's gonna be 10 other guys who's gonna KO you in multiplayer that you can't find in Discord, realistically speaking. But I guess there's some people who just like being carrots, or like they get off on, you know, scolding people in public, or they feel good with policing people because they want to feel powerful. Okay. So put them in the box. Let the walls be cold and white. throw the keys away and end their mental blind. Put them in a box, let the walls be cold and white. Throw the keys away and end their mental blind. I'm not gonna say the rest of the. I'm not gonna sing the rest of the song in on stream because that's gonna be very problematic. So realistically speaking, I don't think people are gonna. I don't think people are gonna waste their time attacking some nobody on the internet. Okay. No decal? Yes. Originally, I considered Kiara's decal. Originally, I considered Kiara's decal for the GTR 50, but I realized that the 911 GT3, the 911 GT3's decal is actually much better. And I may have mentioned this in a post, in the recent YouTube post. The reason why Iris chose the 911 GT3 RS is because it's the 911 GT3 Iris. So in the end, I actually decided to go with the 911 GT3 Iris. Like, if you say Iris a lot of times, yeah, if you say Iris enough times, it's gonna sound like, if you say Iris enough times, it's gonna sound like RS. Iris, 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 RS, right? Okay. Second place. Nice. Okay. So my stretch timer has already ran out, but I'm gonna do one more race because I want to get at least one more win, and let's see if I can get the top 50. Sorry, not top 50. What the heck? Top 500. Sorry. Okay. Oh, Nevada. Okay. Nice, 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 nice. Originally, yes, I considered the Kiara decal, but I realized, yeah, the Iris decal is much better. And if you ask me, it's like the best racing. It's like the most. It's the most motorsporty livery in the game so far. Well, if you decide to ignore the Grand Prix decals, which are not easily obtainable right now. Nope, 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 nope. That Zenbo almost got me. Oh! Dang it. Mad Max. I wasn't expecting the Mad Max reference. Okay. Yeah, that was a Mad Max reference, the mediocre one. You know what? I keep forgetting. Does the GTR 50 have another decal that isn't the Hololive one? I wonder. Oh, there is. It's the Funk decal. Yeah, I nearly forgot about this one. Okay. Yeah, I nearly forgot about the Funk decal. But yeah, it's either this or the Kiara decal. So what other cars are in this lineup right now? We got the McLaren F1. We got the 911 GT3 Iris. What is this? We got the 935. Of course, the ER9 is way down here. The Revolto's not here? Weird. Okay. Yes. The Super Snake and the Nemesis is here. And of course, my staple is here. Yes, there's no SF90 this round. Yes. Actually, wait, is the Vanda in this round? The Vanda's in this round. Okay. So the SF90 is not in this round. That decal looks like the Funk decal, but oh. Okay. That's a surprise. It has the Funk decal aesthetic, but it's not. Okay, got it. Because I know there was the... Okay, wait. What else is in here? We got the Ultima. We got the Cian. We got the Mustang. Speed kill. No Regera? Okay. Oh, the Valkyrie is here. Interesting. Valkyrie Evo and Plat 2. Yeah. Wait, where's the... Cordell and Onimaru. Yeah, this is like the original Funk decal. Interesting enough, I do own a Funk decal. It's the one in the 4C. I think this is like the only one that you can get for free. I think. So I do own a Funk decal. Did the 600 LT have a Funk decal? I know the 600 LT is part of Funk. There's no decal. Dang it. Okay. Oh well, whatever. Alright. Oh, free pack. Okay. I unfortunately don't have the Valkyrie Evo, which is unfortunate. Okay, episode 3. Minutes in car hunt. Wait, car hunt? There's a car hunt? Oh yeah, there's the Glicken house. Okay, it's interesting. Oh yeah, the TSRS also. Okay, yeah, I forgot about the TSRS. Yeah, the TSRS has the Funk. If you ask me, this one is the best looking. Among the animated decals, I'd say this one is the best looking one. Well, for me. Like, it's subtle, but it's smooth. And that's what I like about this one. I really like it. Right. So I'm gonna have to end the stream very soon. Okay. Quick view on things. Okay. So I have no new subscribers, and that's okay. All right. So for those who are currently watching, all I can say is thank you guys for watching. You've already reached the end of the stream. I'm just gonna leave some links. So if you haven't already, please do subscribe. If you're new to the channel, please do subscribe. I would definitely appreciate that. And of course, thank you guys joining. Thank you guys for joining me in this ride for this week. So next week is going to be the final week of. Next week is going to be the final week of Flames of Fortune, I think. So that's going to be really interesting. So I'm not sure if there's going to be. Wait, you know what? Let me see if there's new hold on a minute. Before we go, I want to do a quick recap. Okay. Is there any there's no new new events except for the Epic Hunt SLR McLaren. Oh wait, the ER9. So the ER9 has the Miura, the Barchetta. I do not have the Reventon at max, and I don't have the GR Super Sport concept at max, and I obviously do not have the Spania, the GTA Spania. So that is a lot of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 cars as support for the ER9, which is very interesting. Yeah, very interesting indeed. The special hunt also starts next week, Wednesday, for the Aventador J. Realistically speaking, if you ask me, this is only useful. The Aventador J is only going to be useful for the newer players who don't have, for the people who are like sub level 20, who don't have it unlocked, or they only have it like 2 stars. Because this special hunt is going to be a very, very easy special hunt. And heck, this car is not even a key car. So there's no stakes. Realistically speaking, you're only playing this event specifically to amass like a crap ton of credits. Realistically speaking, if you're gonna ask me. So yeah. Okay. That's actually within reason. Alright. So there's actually not much events that are gonna show up next week. So I guess next week is gonna be Tuesday. Next week I'm gonna be streaming yet again on Tuesday. Hopefully I get to stream on time this time. Hopefully. And hopefully I'm gonna actually post more videos. So usually I'm planning my schedule to be like anywhere between Friday, Saturday, Sunday, not Thursday. So usually I spend Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday editing, and then I'm gonna schedule it on Friday, Saturday, Sunday, so that I can get the most views. All right. So anyway, thank you guys for joining me. Thank you guys for strapping in, and see you guys next week. Also, please subscribe for more of my content. I'm really getting into recording my stuff for the garage maxing video. Hopefully, I can actually finish it this season instead of next season. My God. Anyway. All right. See you guys next time, and take care.